Football League is on the air. A moment ago, here was the scene. The Falcons coming out from their tunnel to the roar of all the folks here in Atlanta. We're ready for football as these Falcons get set to match up with the Houston Texans. Here's Bosher to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. On first down, Watson. Throw left side complete. That's Fuller. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
Well, Frank, it's pretty simple. One thing you don't want to see defensively, on the very first snap of the game, some guy running free like we just saw there.
Heck of a start for this offense, no doubt. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11. Now Watson. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means he'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Flushed out right. Man open, that's Kiki QT complete. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 20-yard line. Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. 1st and 10 right at the 20. Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 6 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up 2nd down. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a set.
And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Kiki QT there to make the grab. And the Texans take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Ryan will bring the Falcons up now 1st and 10 at their own 18. They'll try to run for the first time with Freeman. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. On 2nd down now. It's Freeman. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Couple of very nice carries to start this drive out.
Yeah, 2 first downs. And how about that second one? What a nice run on that particular play. I'm telling you, they're going to start to think that this game is easy if they continue to rip off yardage like this.
On the heels of that good carry by Devontae Freeman, here's 1st and 10.
Hey, Tuesday. Hey, box truck.
From the shotgun, Ryan. And an alley to run. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down. To throw again on 2nd down. Ryan. And it's hauled in by Austin Hooper. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 11 yards there, 1st down. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 49-yard line. Ryan trying to lay one up deep. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Back to the running game. It's Freeman. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Just keeping the play alive. And that is incomplete.
Thrown to the sideline and incomplete. It's 4th down.
Looks like Ryan's going to stay out there. Indeed, they're going to try for this on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Ryan. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. A big pickup of 12 yards on 4th down to keep this drive from stalling. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Smith catches left side. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Back now in Atlanta's 2nd quarter action. The Falcons with the football as they are looking at a 2nd down and 6 coming up. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Ryan looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Smith. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down. This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. On 2nd and 11 now. Ryan. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Ryan. Throw left side complete. It's Smith. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll run here with Freeman. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line. Looking at this now, you got a couple more cracks here this close. Sneak it?
I don't think you even go into a huddle. Just line up, snap it, and fall in behind those guys into the end zone.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll look to run with Freeman. And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point up and good by Tavecchio. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Fielded about a yard deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
On 2nd down, here's Miller. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
And the penalty, it helps a little, but they'll still have to navigate a 3rd and 9 now. Back to throw, Watson. Escaping the pressure right. He finds his target, Fuller. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Falcons grab it. And he will take this across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. Well, he did what he's known for. He made the catch, then he turned into a runner, took the contact, and coughed it up.
And all I remember as a player, when they catch the ball, when those acrobatic guys catch it, you have to make them pay sometimes. You have to put it on them, big tackle, knock the ball free. Anything you can do to slow them down.
They run on first down as they get about 3. 2nd and 7 forthcoming. Benardrick McKinney there to make the stop. On 2nd down, Freeman. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Ready.
We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. Ryan now to throw on 3rd down. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The linebacker, Zach Cunningham, there defensively to make that play. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll run for it. It's Freeman. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 4th down, no problem. Just a ho-hum pickup of 14 to keep the offense on the field.
64.
On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. Being chased out left. This is caught. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice 1st down.
Down. Ready. I'm on. Check 43.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown,
you're
without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the 2nd one.
2nd and goal from the... And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. Devontae Freeman with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Falcons have taken the lead.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this 2nd quarter. Tavecchio good on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Inside of a minute left in the half, does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more?
And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Bruce Carter. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13. After the sack on first down, Watson. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. And that is incomplete.
Well, the fans should be applauding this defense right now. That's an excellent job. They force a 3 and out, and they should be able to set up their guys with great field position, probably near midfield or better.
Watson going to stay out there as they'll go for it on 4th. They're going for it. It's Watson. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And goodness, that means this next drive is going to begin 1st and goal already at the 5-yard line. And a failure on 4th down on the other side leads immediately to a 1st and goal. Ryan on the handoff. It's Freeman. And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. Devontae Freeman as the first half is winding down. And the Falcons push further out in front. Extra point up and good by Tavecchio. And it's now 21-7. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away.
The Texans take over. Here we go. Here we go. At their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one?
I'm with you totally. I would sit on it and get into the locker room and start over. But if they do decide to try and make a play, we know what the basics are. You run draw, you run screen. I would maybe run a little swing pass and try and get my lineman out in space and see if they can chop a hole into the secondary and see if he can run a little bit.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. The final shot before the break. Watson flush to his right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And this is caught. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
And here on the road, that could be a huge score for their morale in the second half.
Every team has confidence going into the start of games, but sometimes you get it rocked a little bit, and this certainly applies here for them. But guess what? Just what you said, this touchdown can give them their belief back that they can win in the second half.
The Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Mike, 55.
Out of the gun, it's Ryan. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. 15 yards, 1st down, Atlanta.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target, and he's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Yeah, baby. Yeah, baby.
44-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
22. Face.
To throw is Ryan. Got his man. That's the Pro Bowler Julio Jones. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Julio Jones. 44 yards. And the Falcons push further out in front. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
After the run, Watson going to throw. Going deep for Hopkins. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. The safety, Keanu Neal, there to knock that one free.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
Mike, 55. Right there, look, 55. You want this? Mike, 55.
Throwing on third down, Watson. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. They failed once in this spot earlier, but the offense will stay out to go for it on fourth down.
Mike, 55. Check, 55, Mike.
They are going for it. Here's Watson, but it's caught on the right side at Smith. But they're going to wrap him up as he'll go down well short of a first. A surprising move to go for it, and predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position. They'll try to get the ground game going with Freeman. He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
51, Sam!
From the 29, Ryan, and that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. And he can't escape the pressure. Ryan goes down. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
This offense 2 for 2 converting on these thus far, so why not try again here on fourth down? They'll go for it.
55. Base.
They're going on fourth down. It's Ryan. He's going to let this one go deep. And that is going to be incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And this Texans defense stands tall. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
Come on.
Now a first down throw, Watson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. Well, Charles, if you think so far the early part of the preseason, who has stood out? If you take a peek back at the draft, the first round, it was pretty defensively minded, but there were 3 quarterbacks taken. Kyler Murray first, Daniel Jones 6th, Dwayne Haskins 15th. Of those guys, they've looked pretty good.
I agree with you, Brandon. When you talk about those 3 quarterbacks, and you're right, the rest of the draft, we're talking about big linemen, right? We're talking about defensive players, not a lot of skilled players in the first round. But let's take the quarterbacks very quickly. Kyler Murray, by acclamation, went to Arizona. Everyone excited about it. And I think his team remains excited about his prospects. They're eager to see him play. He became the starter as soon as he was drafted. Daniel Jones, that was a different situation in New York. The fans weren't real excited about him coming in. But the reason they drafted him has a similar demeanor and talent to Eli Manning. And he's acquitting himself quite nicely in the early going. And Dwayne Haskins a little more up and down in Washington. But they love the big arm of this guy, and he's back at home. Remember, he grew up in Potomac, Maryland.
Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on fourth. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And he comes back with one complete. They've been burned twice already on 4th down, but the 3rd time's the charm as they keep the drive moving. On 1st down, it's Watson. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked out and incomplete. Duke Johnson, the one he was looking for. But it'll be 2nd down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Watson. Buying time to his left. Fuller brings it in over the middle. And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 23. Back now in Atlanta. It's Texans football, but they trail here as we get started in the 4th quarter. On 1st down, Watson. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. Back to the air, Watson on 2nd down. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. From the gun, here's Watson. This is Johnson. He's got it. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. But correct me if I'm wrong. You're down 2 scores. Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. And the Falcons grab it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, I don't want to violate any of our broadcasting rules by declaring a game over before it's over. But that one, that puts them in real jeopardy there.
Absolutely. It was a 2-possession game. It is a 2-possession game at this stage in the 4th. They needed points out of that drive.
And obviously now, no chance at all to get those points that they so desperately needed.
A 1st down run, not going to get them a whole lot. Maybe a yard. Yeah, it looks like just 1 yard there. So that'll bring up 2nd and 9. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
22. Let's go, Heavy. Heavy, what you got? What you got, Heavy? Got it. What you got, Heavy? Give me some. Give me some.
On 3rd down, Ryan. And he will find Ridley. That's complete. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. A nice pickup there. 18 yards. 1st down, Falcons. Big hook up there. Forced to throw it on 3rd down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
But now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. And once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. To throw again, Ryan steps away to his left. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The intended target was Calvin Ridley. 3rd down here. Despite the lead here in the 4th, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all. And to me, it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead? Or do you try and extend?
And got his man complete. And out across midfield down to the 45. Give him 32 on the play. Now Freeman, he's been busy today. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Brings up second and 11 at the 46-yard line.
So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. A 20th carry now for Freeman. They get 9 yards back on the run there, and they're left with a much more makeable 3rd and 2. So they need 2 yards here on 3rd down. Remember, they're already 2 of 2 on 3rd down conversions on this drive. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. Give him 6 yards in the first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
39.
Ryan wants to throw it. And off the deflection, it's caught. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. The Falcon passing game looking good on this drive as they get the first down. From the red zone now, here's Ryan on first down. Caught on the right side by Jones. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Brings up second and 3.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Here's Ryan to throw. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's 3rd down.
I think he's taking an awful chance with the football right there. You've got to lead, you've got to protect it, and he's taking chances putting it out there in a little bit of jeopardy.
Especially in a spot like this, 4th quarter, as you said, trying to cling to that advantage.
Yeah, that one probably.
And Freeman lost the football, and the Texans scoop it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, that's one of those mistakes. That's a fumble that when they get to the sidelines, I know you're mad, Coach, but look, we've still got this locked down. But that's not necessarily true, is it?
You know, their hopes are slim, but you just hate to give them any hope. You could have sealed it right there.
Yeah, could have finished them off and taken away all hope, as we like to say.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Keanu Neal, and they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line.
So that forced you to make some throws you definitely wouldn't want to make. And I think this interception is going to pretty much write an end to this one.
Mike, 55. Right there in the middle. 55.
After the interception, here's Ryan. He's going to look deep down the field. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Now Watson to throw again. Over the middle, that's caught by QT. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. A gain of 13, it's a first down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10, eluding the pressure right. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is incomplete.